Hey, what's happening, YouTube? Time for an update video. I've got these two. They've been divided for about a week. I'm about ready to. She's healed up again. He didn't really trash her that much, but seeing as how she's not my female, I didn't want to get her beat up too much. But she's all healed up now, and I'm gonna open the hole again. I'm gonna take this bottom piece back out and give him another round of playtime. Let's see if Triton can come and say hi here. Nope, he's gonna stay back there, I think. Maybe if I get my face up here, he'll come over. Here he comes. But yeah, these guys are doing pretty good. Hopefully we can get some type of spawn going out of these two. He's been ever since this female was ever since he noticed she was in there, he's become a complete a-hole. I can't even get my hand in the tank to do maintenance now. He tries to tear me apart, which he never used to do. But now that the female's in here, he's really aggressive towards me anyway. But that's part of having a Hoga, I think. They can have quite the a-hole-ish attitude. Then we'll move down to the Islate Asst. Really nothing going on with this pair anymore. The female, I rarely see her. I mean, she's there now, but very rarely is she even out. She's always underneath this tile. The male is always out, but I don't know what the heck they're doing down there, if they've got a spawn down there or not, or what. So I just throw food in the tank every day and do my normal maintenance, and if I see fry, I see fry, I guess. But they're still looking good. Like I said, I don't see her much, but judging by the size of her nuchal right now, it's got to be an egg-laying deal going on pretty soon. I'm not so sure about a full spawn because I have only had one from this pair. And we'll move on over here to the Bridori and the Umbies. These guys are getting really large. This male here is about 4 inches. Colors are really looking spectacular on them. And then I got a really nice Umbie in here. This one right here, the freckling on this one is just dynamite. These Umbies here are from Gage, and the male that spawned these was Thor, which was my old male. So it's kind of nice to have a little bit of Thor back in the, in the fish room. These guys weren't really too much to look at when they were littler, but now that they're getting a little bigger and they're blossoming, you can kind of see their freckles and stuff starting to come through. It's really kind of nice to watch. Some of these Bridori are still just itty bitties, but I would think I would get a spawn out of these Bridori pretty soon, because they do spawn at very small sizes. I've spawned Bridori before, and when I had a spawn, they were about 3.5 to 4 inches. So they do spawn at very small sizes. But with these Umbies in here, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's see if we can get in on this guy a little bit. He's really nice. Not sure what I'm going to do with these long term. I know I want to spawn them, and then we'll see what I'm going to do from there. I'm half tempted to kind of turn the fish room back into an Umbie situation. I really like the Umbies a lot. They are my favorite. So I may keep more. I don't know. Well, let's move on up to Triton. He's been kind of ill all week. Kind of gave me a scare. He's not really himself. He hasn't eaten for a few days. there's really no signs of anything. I mean, he's got a little bit of a scrape there on his side, but he's actually, he'll bite the glass a little bit and kind of chase my hand now, which he wouldn't do a few days ago. He just wasn't very happy. I don't know what was going on with him, but he seems to be coming around now. There you can see kind of that scrape. I don't know if he, while I was at work, he just kind of got himself stuck behind this slate, or what he did. He just pounded the crap out of himself, and so he's just been recovering. But I've just been keeping the water clean, and I treated the tank with Epsom, 1 tablespoon for 10 gallons, just to kind of help him out. And 'cause I didn't know what was really going on with him. I still really don't. But he seems to be doing a little better. He's still not eating, but a fish like this can go quite a while without eating. I'm not overly concerned. He just seems to be resting a lot, like he is now. But he can swim around, and he does. So just keeping an eye on him, and of course I got my best buddy in the whole world, Conway Stevens of the dock, on it here. So Titan's in good hands. So regardless, we'll be on it. So we'll move on here. We did a little fish moving today. We moved Odin out here into one of the 200s. So he's in his new home. He's got a lot more room to swim around. Frigg is also in here. I put a whole bunch of hiding spots for her to be in. She's probably underneath here, or not. Oh, here she is. She's back here. So we'll see how it goes. If I got to put a divider in here, I will. I just was kind of hoping I didn't have to, but yeah, the Hogas that were in here went to my good friend Brian. Everybody knows him on YouTube, Dolly VH. So you can go over, make sure you subscribe to his channel, because you'll be able to see the Hogas over there. And hopefully they'll spawn for him, because they sure as heck didn't for me or Gage. So hopefully they'll spawn for him. And over here we got this Lyonsi pair here. They did spawn. There's eggs in the pot here. The male here is he will not even let the female near the pot now. He's guarding it and keeping everyone away from it, which is quite a full-time job in this tank. But he's doing a good job. He's not really fanning the eggs so much as guarding the pot, which, if he knew the rules of how all this worked, he'd be out guarding the territory and she'd be fanning the eggs, but he seems to want to do double duty, so we'll see how that's all going to work. Let's see where the female is here. You can see that he kind of showed her the door there, or how to get out of it by beating the hell out of her. But I do have another pair. There's a male right here and this female. I'm keeping these two, and the other 4 are already spoken for. They're going to be going to a friend of mine here in Minnesota. I'm trading him for some fish. So that should hopefully work out. So he'll get what he wants, and I'll get what I want. But yeah, you can see the female, she still hangs by the pot here, but he will not let her, won't let her in to do her thing. She's really red too. I mean, her colors are just really nice. And then the male again, showing how tough he is to the camera here. Pretty nice fish. I don't really think this spawn's gonna do that well with him doing everything, but he needs to let her in there. But this is the first spawn, so we'll see how everything goes. But we'll move on down here to Magnus. he's doing really well. They still have Fry in here. He's been kind of a little rough with Beast lately because I've been in the tank. Every time I'm in there, he seems to take it out on both her and me. But yeah, he's doing really good. The water's a little cloudy because we just had a sponge filter incident where he ripped the sponge filter apart, and I was trying to get in there to get at it. He grabbed onto the sponge filter and shook the crap out of it, and of course everything that was in the sponge kind of went everywhere. But looks like she's getting ready to spawn again. Probably be a couple weeks or so. She's starting to fatten up a little bit. I don't know with all these fry in here how that's all going to work, if they'll just eat them or what. But last time they spawned with some fry in here. There's still some from the batch before this one here. And in this tank we moved all the black belts in here, so now we got 6 black belts. Hopefully we can get these, they have a little more room. Hopefully they'll be a little more nice to each other, and we can get these to do their thing. They're looking really nice. I tried to vent these today as I was catching them, and I couldn't. It was just really difficult to be able to catch a vent. But yeah, they're looking nice. And down below here we got the Chant Shows. There's the big male. Where's the female at? She must be over here above the pot. Yeah, that's her. Right here. They've been really, I don't know, they've been playing musical partners in here. It's pretty much this female and the big male here were paired off, and then, you know, they were hanging out together for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden his fins are tore up, her fins are tore up, and then these other two, which are usually hiding or being chased, seem to be running the tank. And this is 2 males as far as I can tell. So I think it's just been kind of they've been fighting over the female. So I think these 2 that are here, not counting the female in the back, but these 2 that are facing us here are, I'm going to take them out and put them up with the black belts and give this tank to this male and female and this little Lumbee that are in here. Hopefully things will calm down and I can get a spawn out of them then, instead of playing musical partners. And we're going to go over to Orion. He's doing really well. I think they're gearing up for a spawn again soon. There aren't very many fry left. You can see some of them they're about 1 inch long here. They can see 3, 4 of them here. There's probably 8, 10 altogether swimming around in here, but they're getting ready to spawn again, I think. Open up. The big guy. Then we had a little bit of a rough week last week. Not only did Triton get sick, Lowkey, the male Umbee that I had just got, he had fallen ill suddenly, and he died. I couldn't save him. I don't know what the hell was wrong with him. I got the female left. She's fine. I have no idea what happened. It was a pretty heartbreaking day, to say the least. He was a really nice fish, and it really sucks to lose any fish, but especially one that was as nice as him. And I think the day or so before that, you know, this tank here with Samson in it used to be divided. The suction cup fell off the divider, just enough for that little motor to get through there. And of course, Samson being Samson, he murdered him with no problem. I mean, Samson's pretty much killed anything that he's ever been with, so that was the end of that deal. So last week was pretty rough. We don't really like having weeks like that. Nobody likes losing that many fish in 1 week. So it was rough, but we're going to move on and keep going. Keep doing what we're doing. And I also wanted to mention it's been 4 weeks since the air system went in. So I have removed the hang on the back filter on this tank, Samson's tank. I removed one out of this tank and one out of this tank. And I think that's it. 1, 2, yeah, I think I removed 4 this week. Next week I'll take these other 2 out and we'll be on air, which is how I want it. Couple more things to mention. I have my contest, the 1,500 subscriber contest. I think it's got another week to go. It ends the end of this month, so I have a ton of people that have entered. Thank you so much for entering, and good luck to everybody. If you have not entered yet, please do. I got some pretty good prizes. And as always, go over to Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook. Please like the page. We're also on Google+. We're on Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram. So you can find us there. We also have the Aquatic Support Community group on Facebook where all the fish keepers can go there and talk fish and show pictures and learn and share and have fun with the hobby. That's what it's all about. And make sure everybody goes over and checks out all of the Team Aquatic Support members: Conway, myself, Courtney, Brian, Sean, and Jeff. And I think that's about it for this update, everyone. So thank you very much for supporting my channel and supporting Aquatic Support Systems. Yeah, thank you very much. It's really appreciated. This hobby means everything to me. I've been in it for a very long time. The fish are, one of the most important aspects to me. It always has been. So be sure to treat your fish well, and you can never have enough knowledge. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.